Hello, everyone. And welcome to this. Saturday afternoon presentation of NBA basketball right here on 2K Sports.
Here we go.
This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Beautiful South Florida is the setting tonight as the state's fiercest rivalry resumes between the Miami Heat and the Orlando Magic. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them. So it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Orlando Magic.
Well, he'll run through a wall to win, but sometimes Jimmy Butler can drive his coach up a wall. Despite that tendency, though, to embrace conflict, this guy is working. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And Greg, last season, Butler and Spoelstra got into it on the sideline. We all saw it. It was an interesting moment.
Yeah, I think that's a good way of phrasing it. That manic intensity, perhaps necessary at times for a player who competes as hard as Jimmy.
Turner with the steal. Butler with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively. They retain possession. Butler from outside. Here's Turner. That shot, no good. And Orlando will come the other way. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
I caught up with Coach Jamal Mosley. He told me they have to lean on their postgame tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
And the Magic right now, missing that franchise player, might have one of their young talents develop into that, but currently they lack that star.
Now, here's Butler. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. Johnson with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. And that one's good by Bosch. And as we know, Greg, the NBA is a star-driven league.
Hard to contend without a top 10 player on the roster. The Magic have been patient in their approach, and one player taking a leap this season would be huge.
It's deflected, and he gets it back. Stolen by Bosch. Johnson outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Johnson's got 6 points.
Well, I like Magic doing his work inside. The close range look. Smart play that time by the Magic.
Turner inside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Magic leading by 4. Johnson surveying the floor. And Davis pulls it down.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
To the inside. Turner with the steal. Here's Butler. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Holiday. Bucket is good.
Well, I really like the way Holiday runs with a purpose in these situations. It's not enough just to run the floor. You've got to know exactly where you want to run.
And the basket by McCollum.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Bridges misses. The Heat trail by 4. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And the way C.J. McCollum, Greg, can get a shot up while moving, that's a big part of his game, isn't it?
Yeah, very few players can shoot as well as McCollum on the run. Applies for his pull-up jumpers or when he's falling out of bounds. McCollum, one of the best in the league at it.
Now, here's Johnson. He's got 6. Pass to Bosch. Double team on Bosch. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Bosch has got his second basket.
And, you know, Chris Bosch is so skilled close to the bucket. Get him the ball, and he'll find a way to score.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
Now, here's Johnson. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. Shot clock at 2. Bridges for 3. Here's Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Tell you what, one of these days, Butler might tear that rim off. He plays angry.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Bosch. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Turner. And it's slammed in by Turner.
You know, Jimmy's really a great playmaker from the wing spot, and I think at times Butler can play point forward.
Johnson outside. The kick out to Bosch. Fires it up. And that one is off. Now the Heat take it the other way. Down low, Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Bosh, that's good. 54 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Davis. McCollum outside. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. McCollum's got 5 now.
Really good court awareness that time from Anthony Davis. Seeing the floor and making the right decision.
And they'll get another chance. On the wing, Johnson. He has 6. Here's Bosh over Butler. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Jimmy Butler.
Bosh, such a huge contributor. Comes up big in so many moments.
Both teams will make substitutions. Both free throws good from Bosh. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Butler.
Oh, man!
What a finish!
Nasty! I'm talking filthy. Butler punching it and getting his teammates on the bench amped up.
Here's Bosh over Davis.
The defense trying to make it tough for Bosh, but to Chris's credit, he stays focused on this shot.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And that 82% free throw percentage this season must have him feeling pretty good about himself at the line.
And guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
What a performance for Chris Bosh. He has been the story for the Magic. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points.
The Magic, 21. Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, for the Magic, what jumps out to you so far, numbers-wise?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
Yeah, this is how you can keep a crowd quiet, though. I mean, methodically score at the line and take some of that energy away from the fans. They don't like to have the action stop and the opposing team scoring.
Bridges shot, good.
3 points.
And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down, so you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home. And look at hanging in the air, double pump, and then throws it down.
And you see the D, they just stepped aside, let him pick what kind of move he wanted to make. Wow.
And what a beautiful move it was that he picked.
Here's McGee. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
They get Derek Favors.
Well, you look at McGee and the career resurgence he's undergone, guys, outstanding. I mean, when he's been in the right situation, he's been very effective.
And winning has become more consistent in Miami than ever. Jimmy Butler was acquired, made it all the way to the finals in his first year, and have steadily won games each season. Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And with the Heat, GA, they've been a consistent force in the Eastern Conference.
Kevin, lots of talent up and down that roster, from stars like Butler and all the way down to the role players. This is just a solid team.
In transition, here comes Miami. Stanley can't get it to go.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. No good with the triple. Butler with the ball. He's got 8. Johnson with the rebound. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Orlando. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. And now let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Orlando has a very young roster. Coach Jamal Mosley says, one thing I've said to them is dominate the simple. The more we can keep it simple, the better we'll be. Not overthinking things, just playing off instincts and reaction. Kevin, back to you.
Place to start. Makes a lot of sense. David Betts.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Pass to Trent. Right side Bosch. And Chris Bosch with the slam.
They know Bosch can be lethal. That's why his teammates look to feed him often.
Butler up top. And they double up Butler. To the paint. Here's Milton. Now Hachimura. Stolen. On the wing, Johnson. Fires for 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. That'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. McGee. Misses and the dry spell continues. Holiday looking over the floor. Pass to Trent. And stolen by Butler. Now here's Milton. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Now McGee. And there's the call on Bosch. That is his first foul of the game. The Heat making a switch here. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And here we go. Holiday heading to the hoop. And Holiday throws it down.
Boy, don't let his position as a point guard fool you now. Holiday can flush it with ease.
Pass to Hachimura. Here's Turner. And so the ball out of bounds. Bosch touched it last.
Miles Bridges. Malik Beasley.
Here's Hachimura. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner.
I love how under control Hachimura is. Able to push his way through the contact and score. Nice work. Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Magic.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
Hey, I'd like to also shout out the way they've defended. Already they've recorded some really good shot blocks.
Here's Johnson. Pass to Favors. Shoots over Turner. O'Neal from long range. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
To the middle. Beasley with the steal. Here's Johnson. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. They double-team Johnson. Outside Favors. On the wing, Bridges. 4 on the clock. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Once again off the mark, Orlando. And for Orlando, it's been a tough decade. We would agree on that. And Greg, they've only won 2 playoff games since 2012.
Well, they've only made the playoffs twice in that span as well. So they've got a lot of draft picks lined up in the next few years, and they need to make good on those hot picks.
The energy Magic brings to his offensive game is undeniable. His passion and joy in playing palpable. No way for the defender to keep up with him there.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Miami's shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor, something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Tell you what, it's been a different story for them at the line this season. When you measure those numbers against last season's, I mean, they've taken a big-time dip, guys.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. And it's Orlando's ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Johnson right side. Outside favors. Johnson with it. Picked up by Davis. And Davis sends it back.
No, sir, don't bring that in here. AD having none of that. What an imposing figure he is defensively.
Orlando leading by 11. Here's Johnson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And, of course, one of the league's longest tenured coaches, GA, is Eric Spoelstra. And he's having a Hall of Fame level career.
And you look at the ground he broke when he was first hired. Not only young, Spo was the first Asian-American head coach in any of the 4 major North American sports league and worked his way up from video coordinator.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to McCollum. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
You know, they started the game by pounding the ball inside. I'm still trying to figure out why they've gone away from that.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
And the first half is now in the books. Magic lead by 11. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Inside. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Osman. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Stanley. McCollum with the ball. And Bosch picks him up defensively. And the shot is good. McCollum's got it back down to within single digits for the Heat.
Nice touch there from McCollum. Looking comfortable and confident from that range.
Johnson down low. The kick out to Holiday. Just fine on the clock. Here's Bosch. Takes it inside. Richards no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Goes up on the block. In deep. Davis drops it in. And that's now 6 points for Davis. Here's Johnson. And Davis sends it back.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Creating separation using the bounce. That's a skill that AD's developed over the years.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. The Magic making a switch here.
from your Heat dancers.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Now here is Holiday. He has 6. Pass to Bosch. No good that time. And the Heat going the other way now.
That's a big donut, folks, here to start the second half. 4 straight they've missed. And looking at Anthony Davis, a huge part of this team.
Sure is. I mean, along with every team he's been on. This is a superstar player. I mean, no question about that. He can headline a roster full of superstars. Not much on the floor that AD can't do.
Here's McCollum. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
And crafty move by McCollum there, making sure he initiates the contact before letting the shot go.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game.
Chris Bosh. Magic substitution. Magic Johnson.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Magic. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's Johnson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
Johnson's length makes him hard to deal with inside, which is why he's able to draw fouls.
And team-wide, they've been terrific from the line here. Just one of those nights when the confidence has spread from one player to the next.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
And Gary Trent gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Turner.
A sturdy 6'5". Johnson's strength makes him a quality defensive player.
Butler with the steal. Pass to Turner. Back to Davis. Down low. No good. So Orlando will take it the other way. Here's Johnson. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Here's Butler. Driving in. And it's Butler with the jam.
Hey, got it like that aggressiveness of Butler. I mean, slicing inside and finishing with the dunk. Come on now. That's well done.
Johnson, good.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Here's McCollum. And it's sent back by Bosch.
Oh, using that length on defense, Bosch positioning himself well to come up with the block.
Trent gets the bucket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And here's Bogdanovich for 3. It's hauled in by Trent. And here's the fast break. Here's Bridges. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, you've been talking about the best conditioned players in the league, and Miles Bridges is right up there.
Yeah, Miles second in total minutes played during the 21-22 campaign. Only Mikal Bridges, no relation, played more.
Well, it's so good to see players like Bridges improving season to season. You can tell he's putting the time and work in.
Stolen away. Bosch with it. And McGee picks him up defensively. Back to Bosch. Kicks it out to Johnson. Stolen by McCollum. Here's Butler. Pass to McGee. Shot to stop the run. Here's Davis. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by Johnson. Tries again. And a wide open look for McCollum. Offensive rebound Heat. Here's Davis over Bosch. McGee trying to break free. Miami no good on that time either. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Here's Bosch. Trying to get open is Johnson. Bosch with the bucket. Bosch has got 5 points now this quarter.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep beating. Let him eat.
Shots good from Butler.
A late bloomer, Butler's worked really hard to become a go-to guy. He's out to prove that he is every night.
The shot by Holiday, no good. The Heat trailed by 16. Here's McCollum. Bogdanovich with it. Bridges covering. Back to Bogdanovich. Fires from deep. It's good from long range.
And this is why Bogdanovich has a permanent green light from the arc. Frankly, the team expects this from him.
Pass to Johnson. Bosch, no one around him. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
McCollum, no good.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Here's Bosch. The shot, no good. And the Heat going the other way now. Pass to McGee. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Trent. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
.11 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's McCollum. Unable to get that one. And so it's the Orlando Magic looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for Miami. Trailing by 13. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by the Magic. They led by as many as 18 points. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Magic.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And the defense has been disruptive, forcing turnovers, challenging shots. The turnovers they've been able to turn into points, too.
Butler with the steal. And they're on the break. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
What pace on the fast break from Bogdanovich. Getting out ahead and protecting the opportunity to score.
And it's Bosch in the corner. Sinks the triple. Bosch has got 24.
He drilled 1 from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. A three-pointer off the mark. Orlando leading by 14. Here's Bosch. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Bosch, so tough to stop when he gets that kind of position down low, forcing the D to foul.
And the second free throw, good. Here's Bogdanovich. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Butler. Up and in on the layup.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
The Heat trailed by 13. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. It's deflected. Bridges inside. And the shot goes down.
Well, I tell you what, it's obvious Bridges takes great pride in working through contact and capitalizing.
A three from Bogdanovich. And it's Butler missing. Magic leading by 15. Johnson with it. Butler covering. Stolen by McGee. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Chris Bosh.
Well done that time by Butler. He's using the contact to get to the line, and he's an excellent foul shooter.
And so Butler nails both of them. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Here's Butler. It's rebounded by Johnson. No question who's been in control of this game.
Boy, they have really taken charge here.
It's Trent on the wing. Basket is good. The assist from Bosh.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Bridges inside. Outside Bosh. And again, it's Orlando with a three.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
Butler. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Yeah, he was just a skosh late on the contest. That's going to be a goaltend for sure.
Pass to Richards. The kick out to Holiday. To the left side wing. To the paint. Johnson in the corner. This one for three. The Heat trailed by 19. Butler with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. It's rebounded by Bosh. Butler with the steal. And it's sent back by Bosh. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here.
Substitutions for your Heat. Turner.
Orlando on D. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Johnson for three. Basket is good. The assist from Bosh. Johnson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Butler on the wing. It's blocked. And with the internet and social media, players Clark have so much more ability to engage with the public and be heard. Is that important?
Kevin, anytime you can empower folks to share their voice, their stories, and be authentic in their own way, I think that's a positive. Player empowerment is something that social media avails, not only to players, but I think to everybody. It doesn't just bring attention to the game, but also causes and commitments players have to their respective communities and issues that are going on in the world. So I think it can be far more good than bad when you think about the platform of social media.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Magic leading by 19. Turner with the steal. Davis with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Pass to Butler. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Butler's got 12 points here in the second half.
You know, you're asking to get burned when Butler is given this type of position. Outstanding work there.
To the middle. Here's Richards. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more. coming out here tonight and making a statement. Really good work all around
for Orlando.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season. You love to get an opponent figured out early. You're going to be seeing them that often.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Chris Bosh.
Yeah, and he was aggressive rebounding the ball tonight. I think his aggressiveness on the glass helped set the tone.
And too long on the shot.
And whether he's a great off-balance shooter or not, the lean is probably not the best option on that shot.
Second shot opportunity. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. 19-point game. Bogdanovich capitalizes off the crossover.
Showing off his inside game. Bogdan is an all-around scorer.
Holiday with the 3. Good on the 3-point shot.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home.